Hey guys, this is Mike Lewin from Professional Awesome. We're here at the PRI 2019 show. So this is our EVO 8. Makes about 750 horsepower. It's got a Drench sequential. It's got a custom aero package that we designed ourselves. Garrett turbo. So in this particular car, for weight distribution and everything, we moved the seat basically almost to the back seat, as close as you get to be in the back seat as possible, so that the driver actually sits pretty far back, and then everything is pulled up to them, so the pedals are pulled to you, and then as well as the steering column. We just started doing aero to start because we were interested in it and doing it like how most people do it, just kind of like, you know, on the ground, and tried to make the car faster as affordably as possible, but then read every book that we could possibly find, read every article and everything that we could possibly find on aero, and over time we learned a lot, and then now we're offering consulting on that because we've come to the point where we know what works. We know what works well, and we know how to do it affordably in most cases. So that's why, in this case, the wood splitter here is not very expensive compared to carbon options, and as well, the car's got a lot of Alumilite or aluminum instead of a lot of carbon fiber, but it's still one of the fastest cars in the country. Yeah, so all of our products are tested on the track. So this has a lot of our products in it. It's got our large diffusers, our skids under here as well. So we use all of our own products to show kind of that they work on track and that they're capable. So that the best thing to do for an EVO is come up with a really good splitter plan. We always recommend to start with some kind of splitter, something that sticks out a little bit with our standard diffusers is a really good start for the front. We've got a blog post on how to build those correctly, so that's really helpful. Our website at professionalawesome.com. Then for the rear, match that up with like just a single element wing, something like from APR Performance would be great. We've got the hood vents here, and then the louvers and the fenders, we actually make these as well. And what they do is the fender ones help evacuate air out of the wheel well area, which helps promote flow through the diffusers that's actually on the splitter. So the splitter can work better and make more downforce. Then same thing, you don't want underhood pressures. Those are no good for downforce, as well as engine cooling and otherwise. So the large vents help extract some of that air out of the hood and make more downforce. On the rear of the car, we've got a rear radiator. So the inlets come in the sides, and then they go through a radiator that's leaned down, and then the back of the car through the trunk area, all the air is released right back there in the low pressure zone, so that we get as much flow through there as possible. Yeah, so in the rear, to balance out the big front splitter, we've got an APR Performance triple element. So it's their GT1000 with the triple, the third element on it. So that really helps balance the downforce that we see in the front and keep everything settled. That, along with the under tray that is the full flat bottom on the car and the large diffuser, really makes a lot of downforce on this car, somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 pounds of downforce. So we just cut out the rear tire in this case for simplicity. So a lot of people will cover that in and try to reduce drag there, which is a possibility. But in this case, relieving the pressure in the rear removes that tire wake, and that tire wake can really hurt performance in terms of the diffuser, the rear diffuser working correctly. So we removed that area just so that the rear diffuser and everything works better. Yeah, so this has quite a few all-wheel drive records, overall records around the country. So for its category, and especially for its build level, it's got quite a few records when most of our competition has a lot more carbon fiber, has a lot more bespoke materials on them. We went kind of the more DIY because that's our thing. DIY downforce is what we hashtag, and that's our kind of our blog, our way of thinking. So yeah, you can get a hold of us on Facebook at Professional Awesome, on Instagram at Professional Awesome Racing. You can get a hold of us at sales at Professional Awesome or Mike at professionalawesome.com. Both of those work. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, or we try to be available as much as possible and help with any aero questions you may have. But check out the website. We got some blog posts on there. We also have some videos on YouTube on how to build your own aero packages that are efficient and effective for a great cost.